BTB Podcast has officially joined forces with SWSC, and things are about to get a whole lot more entertaining. SWSC is turning up the volume on the entertainment and launching a brand new YouTube channel called Sorta Local. It's all about fresh local content, live streams, new shows, and the kind of fun, off-the-cuff moments you don't want to miss. And yes, the BTB Podcast is coming along for the ride. You'll still get the same BTB show you love, but now on a bigger stage. Expect live streams from Wolves games, on-location recordings, guest appearances, and plenty of surprises. This is just the start. More details are coming soon as Sorta Local launches a new wave of shows and events celebrating the best of Sudbury and beyond. Subscribe to Sorta Local on YouTube and be a part of something new, local, and seriously entertaining.
Silver Cross Sudbury. Are you or a loved one looking for mobility and accessibility solutions in Sudbury? Look no further than Silver Cross Sudbury. Silver Cross Sudbury is your trusted source for a wide range of mobility aids and home accessibility products. They're dedicated to improving your independence and quality of life. Visit their showroom at 760 Notre Dame Avenue, that is 760 Notre Dame Avenue, or call them at 705-222-0700. Your independence is their priority. We thank Silver Cross Sudbury so much, more importantly, Dean and Chantal Jacqueline, who are the owners of Silver Cross, for making a difference in our lives and our listeners since day one, supporting our podcast.
From the cold of the north, where the stories begin, behind the bench, let the breakdowns roll in. Sports on the table, hot takes on the line, unbeatable banter every single time. Settle in now, let the good times last. You're listening to the Northern Ontario Podcast behind the bench. Behind the bench. Behind the bench. Behind the bench.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to week 241 of Behind the Bench. Hope everyone is doing fantastic. You can find Behind the Bench podcast on all podcasting platforms. We're on YouTube as well, folks, every single episode. You can also find us on Instagram. That's where we post the most, at BTB Podcast _, X as well, with the same tag, BTB Podcast _. You can also find us on TikTok at Behind the Bench. All things BTB, www.behindthebench.co. And if you're looking for some merch to buy, that would be BTB Shop. That's btbshop.ca. All our links are in our link tree that you can find on Instagram, folks. Hope everyone is doing well. The sun is starting to shine a little more in Sudbury, Ontario. The weather's getting a little bit warmer, and the pod's starting to look a little more normal. We have Roberto Bagnato joining us again, and you know it's always a good one when Robbie B's here. And, of course,
We're in the Uber.
back from his big trip to Greece. He came in and did an all-time hit a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Tommy Vlahos is back, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, man?
I don't even know where to start. It's been so long that I had some stuff written down that I wanted to talk to you guys about, but it could go on for half an hour, but I don't want to do that. The first thing on my list was...
We'll get into that, as Tom would say. We'll get into that.
We'll get into that. The first thing on my list was I was laughing before we were recording. I was listening to last week's episode. Shout out to JP, by the way, for stepping in for the last 2 weeks. 10-day contract. He was fantastic. Excellent. So I've missed 2 pods now, right? Okay. So I'm listening to the most recent one, the one with Lazat that obviously that came out last week on the way home from Toronto when I saw Roberto. And I'm I don't know, 10, 15 minutes in, I'm really enjoying myself. Okay. The boys are humming out of a hard one here. The performers come, the Tristan Ritchie performers come. Okay. Mason was so confident with his performers. He went JC Lemieux for making the U18s, and he immediately goes, "Oh yeah, I have another one." And then he goes Jan Hovan, which Roberto did the previous week. The guy that edits the show didn't even clearly listen.
Incredible breakdown, too.
Incredible breakdown, Rob, because I listened to that one on the plane.
Oh, it was so good.
And Chim just goes, hey, Maze Dash One, Roberto said that last week. Me in the car on the Bluetooth was just dying because I could just hear Chim or see Chim's face through the screen, but I wasn't obviously watching. I was driving. It was just too good. I had to bring that up because Mason was so
As soon as
confident.
he was saying, I'm like, yeah, here we go. Yeah, producer doesn't listen to the show. Yeah,
I know. I'm like, that's all time. But yeah, man, I'm happy I'm back. A little bit of a routine now. You mentioned the snow melting. We have a little bit of a disaster at home. Getting a little bit of water in the 5th level. So Paulie, as Chim, you would say, not happy.
not happy.
Not happy right now. So we're dealing with that. I mean, that's just what happens when you have so much snow and it melts so fast. But turning the page, it's like you mentioned, we'll be golfing soon enough. I know you guys picked some dates of when we're playing. I'm leaning towards 3rd week of May. Chim, like I think it's going to be opening weekend, the weekend we're gone to Collingwood. Like I'm leaning towards the 23rd weekend here.
Yeah, I think I said the start of that week.
Yeah.
If I
JP
remember
picked the
around
Wednesday,
that
I believe. I think he picked the Wednesday.
The men's night. Yeah. That's for the
Yeah.
ID. I think courses like Cedar Green, Monty, Stonehill, those will be open ASAP.
Those are open next week.
You may need to wear your rubber boots out there, but they will be open for golf. I think sooner rather than later. And then I think Timberwolf and Idlewild and Lively will follow a little bit later. But yeah. Sorry, I cut you off there.
No,
Keep it
dude,
going.
it's all good. It's all good. Trip was great. I know I've already kind of debriefed with both you. It's good to spend some family time with my cousins and obviously see my grandma and eat and stay up late and, enjoy myself pretty well for the last 10 days. And obviously this past weekend was a huge surprise. I know I'm sure Roberto will mention that. It was great to go down to Toronto and spend some time with him for his big milestone coming up for his 30th birthday. But yeah, it feels like I'm a rock star the last couple of weeks. I really haven't been home. So this is kind of like the first real time. It's great to be back on the pod. It's great to see you guys and chat it up. And I don't want to spend too much time on what happened on the way back home, but we had some issues with our plane getting canceled. Chim, you made the comment to my dad that he booked through Bearskin on the way home, and it was just all time because it was
Seemed that way. Yeah.
The Coles note says we flew out Wednesday night from Greece, but the Monday we were out, me and my brother, and we got an email saying Lufthansa's on strike. So we're like, perfect, we're not coming home. Like everything's gonna be a disaster now. Anyways, we get everything rebooked. We get to the gate Wednesday, like I mentioned, and they're just like, yeah, you're not on this plane. Like, you have to call Lufthansa. We're like, perfect. So we get there at 6. We're supposed to fly out at 8 a.m. And it was an hour and a half of just who's calling, who's on the help desk. No one's helping us at the Greek airport. And don't know how this happened, guys. I really don't know. I got through to a person in 2 minutes, and my brother was on hold for like 45. And I got this one guy from Lufthansa, and it was a miracle to God. He helped us out, took him 10 minutes, got us all 4 on the plane. We rushed to the gate. And basically when I touched down in Toronto, I had to kiss the floor. Because I was like, kiss the road. I was like, there's no way in hell, like, we were supposed to get back. We were seconds away from not making that first flight and then probably coming back days later. So I was MVP in a way to getting through. It was a disaster. When you have so many connecting flights, not so many, when you have 2 different flights with layovers and stuff and how far it is out there, Robbie, it just becomes a mess. And the time change and all that just really hits you. But honestly, I'm recovered. Happy I've been back home for a full 24 hours now. And back to work as well. It's also my 3-year anniversary at the bank too this week. So
Aguri.
Yeah, lots going on, guys. I'm rocking a Minnesota hat. They're 1-0 in the series. I know they played tonight when we were recording. They looked fantastic in game 1. Me and Roberto watched a bit of that together.
Yep.
I got a lot to say about the NHL playoffs too. I'm excited to chat with you guys. OHL, I got crushed with my picks in round 2. I know we're going to talk about that as well.
Oh yeah.
And that's all I got. Honestly, if anything else comes up,
We'll get into it. We'll
That's
get
it.
into it.
we'll get into
We'll
it.
get into it. We'll get into it.
That wasn't that long. I was pretty good.
I'm not saying anything. Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
Yeah. Robbie B, how are you?
I'm great. I also got a high step out of the gate here. I've known Tom for 20 years. Actually, maybe more than that. Maybe 25 years. Actually, 25 years. This guy talks. He's from Greece. Like, he is from Athens. He lands. I check my Find My Friends because after a few years, I finally got that back. And this guy
I started sharing with
is
Chim
at
too.
the border of North Macedonia and Albania. Tom, I got a little bit more respect for you. You're like the cross section of multiculturalism up there too. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
So,
thank you, buddy. Yeah.
anyway,
I bet you
have to
Tom
call
didn't
that-
even know that. I bet you Tom.
No,
didn't.
I did. Chim, I did know that. I did.
I think he knows
I
where his
guarantee
family
you,
from.
Tom didn't know where he
The
was.
amount of times my dad tells me, like, you got to look at a map is like, buddy, you should have seen me on the plane. You guys went on, like, what was I watching? I watched Hangover 1, classic. I watched The Avengers. I watched a few of those classics. But, Chim, what are you going to do for 9 hours on the plane, bud?
That's true. It was also throwing
It's
me
true.
off that you were 7 hours instead of 6 hours. I always thought 6 hours.
6 7.
6 7. Anyways, boys, I am fantastic. Incredible weekend. As Tom alluded to it. He surprised me Friday night. So here was what I thought I was going into this weekend. Vanessa was kind of trying to organize a little 30th birthday party. And through the week, she kind of threw me off a little bit by saying, certain things like, Chris is still coming. Obviously, friend of the show, Chris Max. But a couple other friends like couldn't come. We were trying to throw something together. Maybe some friends were going to come the other weekend. So I thought I was going to have a relatively quiet weekend. Chris was in town. We're going to do the gym. Maybe go to like a brewery or two, but like otherwise just, kind of quiet down. Friday work, not my hottest moment. It was like back-to-back meetings. Anyways, it just wasn't the greatest day. So I'm coming in. Chris gets into the condo. He hits me with, I haven't drank anything all day. I haven't ate anything all day. And I need a shower. And oh yeah, it's like 4:25 and you have a meeting in 5 minutes. I'm like, oh God. Okay, so we fry up some eggs quick. He goes, yeah, it's your birthday, your birthday weekend. We need to have a drink even though you've got, one quick meeting left. All right. So I decided to put this quick drink together. And Chim, I dumped San Pellegrino in the shaker. Within 30 seconds, I had my ceiling was covered, my shirt was covered, my kitchen was covered, and I had no time. I was already late for this meeting. So I panic. I'm like, Chris, you just deal with this. So I jump in this meeting and basically 5:30 I come out of that meeting, at least the day is done, at least the shaker is behind me. So whatever, shower, get ready. Chris and I are ready to just have a chill night, play a little FIFA, go to make another beverage. I spill the shaker again, Jim.
Yeah, you were bad for that, man.
Dash.
This is
Oh
before I
my
even got there, by
God.
the way, Chim. This
So
is before I
I'm
even
like,
got there.
what? I'm looking forward to just a little chill kind of setup here. So anyways, Chris and I hop on FIFA and playing maybe halfway through. I hear a knock at the door. Like, okay, this is weird. But I knew Vanessa was coming anyways. And a couple of her friends were supposed to come by. And basically we're just going to have a chill night in with some pizza. I can't even get up. And I see this schnoz coming through my door.
Kool-Aid
with-
man, bomb through.
With, I don't know, few bottles,
Schnoz
wine.
first. Schnoz first.
Yeah,
a couple beverages, and
Gifts,
just the
yeah.
biggest smile on his face. After I talked to him, no word of a lie, probably 6 hours before,
At noon.
You were like,
Purposely laying in bed to piss you off.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right. And you were just like, yeah, man, I'm not coming.
I had to
I'm not
lie to you,
feeling
which is
great.
very hard. Everyone
Da-da.
knows I can't lie.
So I'm now on cloud nine. I'm so shocked. I could, Tom, you'll vouch for me here. I could barely say anything. I was so
No,
shocked.
dude, you're a loss for words. And honestly, I don't want to cut you off because it honestly is better. I love being the recipient of the surprise, but I also love being the one to surprise people.
Yeah.
And like, there's no better feeling. Like, I don't know, like your emotions were like, the reaction was great for me as like your close friend, but then it just kept getting better because I knew what else was coming the rest of the weekend, and you sure shit didn't, obviously.
I knew nothing, so I
but
knew
we
when
all
you come
didn't.
in-
We all didn't surprise you at once, right? It was like it was Chris, and then it was me an hour later, and then obviously Shane and Sam came. Well, I walked in with them at the condo, like at the same time.
Yeah,
but
everything
they
was
freshened
staggered,
up and
Jim.
whatever, and they came out They came to the condo half an hour later, and you're like, "Who's next?" And I kept just saying, "No, no one, no one, no one, no one." And that Friday it wasn't, but then obviously you got to see your brother and your sister and your and your niece the next day. So
yeah, it was crazy. It was like an hour after you. Then Jacob walked through the door and surprised me. And I was in this meeting.
Yeah.
I was in this meeting with him at 4:30. It was just like, what is going on? And then, like you mentioned, Tom, Shane, and Sam came as well, like 20 minutes after that too. So just like, I was so shocked and speechless. I had no words. And obviously, huge shout out to Vanessa for organizing.
Oh yeah,
too.
man.
One of a
had
kind.
An incredible weekend. Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
she must have hated me, and I was telling her this over the weekend because like I was battling the jet lag. I got sick my last day coming back. I was on antibiotics for like 3 days. They gave me meds in Greece. Who knows how good that was? And I was like, Vanessa, man, like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. But then when I got back the Wednesday, I slept the Thursday, obviously Thursday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and I was like, when else am I gonna go now? Like summer's gonna come, we're gonna get busy, like got to make it work. And I said to you, Robbie, I was like, if it was your 29th, no way in hell. But the 30th was a big deal, so I had to make it work.
Thanks, dog. Yeah, it was fun. It was. We did a little comedy show on the Friday night. Saturday, a little brewery hopping. Got a little dancing into. It was nice. It was just a really nice kind of weekend, and one of those that you never kind of want or expect anything like that too. But just very, very fortunate, very lucky to have a lot of great people in my life too. So yeah, it was fun, ton of fun, and high stepping into this week. Needless to say, so.
And the one thing, Jim, that I wanted to mention that I did send videos of, we are 2 for 2 at karaoke. The pod is with Unwritten from Natasha Benningfield. Like, place was rocking. Place was rocking.
We might have got a couple follows out of it too. we have no idea.
Well, we followed one of the comedians.
Good for the brand.
And Jim had to ask me Sunday on my way home. He's like, "Did you guys follow someone?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, that guy." Yeah, we did. He was the best one, I thought, out of the crew.
Yeah, he followed back. He followed back. So
we love to see that.
Shout out Finn.
Fantastic.
When we told him we have a pod, he probably thought we were like this barstool, like huge pod. I mean, we're big in the north, but he was probably thinking like, "Oh my god, these guys are like huge."
They're gonna put him on the map.
Put him on the map.
Finn's verified.
What's that?
Our guy's verified, no?
Yeah, he is.
He's a verified guy. Yeah, that's why I was interested. I was like, who is this guy? I had no idea. That was good. What's his name here? Yeah,
Finn. I think.
Great.
Finn.
Yeah,
Robbie?
I think Finn. Yeah.
Bobby Beats.
Bobby.
Jim, how are you doing, man? You're going out west and
we're heading out west. Yeah, we're heading out west. Headed to Vancouver. So just getting prepared for that. Very excited. I have to shout out. I think I mentioned it last podcast, but I made Dash one myself. But big shout out to Giuseppe Politi, who set this whole thing up. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we're going to Vancouver. Prosper Ivy's running this national business case competition, so students are going to get to compete in that. We have a bunch of things planned tourist wise, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'll be sure to maybe get some content. I'm going on a big bike ride around Stanley Park for people who've gone to Vancouver. Apparently it's a 10K bike ride, so I am nowhere near ready for that. But
make sure your seat's comfy.
Yeah,
you got the extra padding on there.
Yeah, we'll need that big time. But yeah, no, all is well over here, fellas. Soccer season is ramping up. Do we have a field? I don't know. It's getting really close. Lily Creek or James Jerome, however you'd like to call it. The turf is there. Looks great. Around the turf, not so much. The park, the little park there for the kids is basically, it's flooded. Tennis court, flooded.
Wow.
Mini field, flooded. So Not great, but the turf is not flooded. Will they open up James Jerome? I don't know. We're set to start the season in a week's time. I couldn't tell you right now if we're going to have the field. And I can't tell you if we're going to have a normal season. Who knows what's going to happen? Like, it's a 4-game season as is, which I think is ridiculous. We've put the whole high school soccer schedule, A, B, divisions, junior, senior, girls, boys. I'm talking over 30 teams here into one field.
It's so crazy.
And we don't know if it's going to open. And if you just do the math, if the field doesn't open till mid-May, NASA is at the end of May, you're looking at a tournament, like a tournament to decide who wins the city championship. So if you do the math, it's scary hours right now. It really is. And there's a lot of issues. One is facilities. Number one is facilities, that we don't have anything other than this turf field and that we're waiting on. None of the grass fields are ready. My God. Yeah. So there's that. There's just a lot of issues that could potentially put the season into a tournament, which would be insane. So we'll see. I'm going to stay positive, and I'm going to say that everything's going to run on schedule, and a week's time, hopefully we'll be okay. I'm not holding my breath, but I'm going to stay positive. But yeah, it's craziness. It's craziness to say the least. Like we're still practicing in the gym.
How can you even like? How
There's
can you
not
even
much you can do?
Like, I guess develop like what you want to do in terms of game planning, like in the gym. You know, like I don't know. I only played for like 1 or 2 years. You guys are the soccer guys. Like, I literally only played because I was like athletic. Like the whole lingo and the game plan of soccer, that was not in my brain. Like I don't know how you even could do that inside.
It's not great.
You know?
It's not great, to say the least. So I couldn't tell you what's gonna happen. We gotta stay positive, but getting the season ready in the gym is definitely not ideal. But like, what else do you have, right?
I know.
What else do you have? So you got to work with what you got. Hopefully, and we've talked about this. Well, I've talked about it quite a bit on this pod, but I just hope that this event, this big snowstorm that's caused all this floods and all this and that, has just put an exclamation point behind the fact that we need more facilities.
Yeah.
The Sudbury Cyclones still have nowhere to practice. They are 2 games into their season. They're practicing in North Bay right now. They're going to Nipissing and they're practicing in North Bay.
That's crazy.
The Nipissing Cyclones.
Nipissing North Bay Cyclones. For now. And again, I said it last pod, you can't blame the Cyclones. They got to practice somewhere.
Yeah, like what there is going to be a game team only.
Just play
no
games?
practice. Just play games.
It's insanity.
Show up an hour early to the field. Practice then.
Yeah. Let's not hold our breath here, but I am really hoping that the turf is open by next week, like praying, or else it's not going to be good. It's going to be pretty ugly. So let's see what happens. Happens.
It's a good thing you're gone for a little bit, bud. Get away from the
very
nonsense,
excited
the chatter,
for Vancouver.
You know? Yeah. I heard it's
fired
beautiful.
up.
I've never been.
Like,
I've never
up.
been, buddy. I've never been.
Me neither. Weather looks good. Knock on wood. Like, yeah, there's a bunch of things we're going to be doing. Politi loves to jam the days up with a bunch of excursions, so I do give him kudos to that. Even when I was a student, it was the same idea. Trying to hit as many things you can see over a short period of time. So, yeah, very, very excited, and I'm sure to get take some pics for everybody. There's this Capilano suspension bridge, boys. I don't know if you've heard of this.
Okay, you guys talked about this last pod, though. What is this?
I've been on it. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
so
unbelievable.
I mean, if you know me and heights,
Okay,
this isn't ideal.
You guys know I'm an English major. Let me Google this. Kappa who?
It's a Capilano. It's a suspension bridge.
Is it the longest suspension or highest? Something like that.
Oh, God.
In North America.
I hope it's
Something
just
along those
longest.
lines. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
gosh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Walking across that thing.
Are you scared of heights?
I'm not the biggest fan of heights, no.
I hate it. That's when the you know what goes in the tummy for me. That ain't it for me. No. I'll do it.
So,
because you got to do it, but it.
no, yeah, no. I mean, of course, we're going to do it and we're going to experience. We'll move it on that note. We'll move it on that note to our Tristan Ritchie at Lake City Realty Performers of the Week, thinking about buying or selling a home in Sudbury. Tristan Ritchie from Lake City Realty gives you more than just listings. He gives you honest advice. Tristan will tell you whether it's the right time to buy or sell based on the market, your needs, and his deep local expertise. No pressure, just the truth. Ready for a real conversation about real estate? Call Tristan at 705-920-6109 or follow him on social media at Real Ritchie. Your home journey starts here. Roberto.
I'm going to the basketball court, and this is maybe a little bit more of a sad one, but Peter Campbell, the former Laurentian Voyageurs coach, passed away at the age of 79 out in Waterloo last week too. Ben Leeson had a really great write-up on Peter Campbell, and for those who don't know, still the winningest coach in Laurentian men's basketball history, coached them from 85 to 2000 for 15 seasons before he ended up moving on to Laurier too. Won 174 games with 2 OUA titles, 6 national championships, was a 6-time men's basketball OUA East Coach of the Year. Like, just incredible resume. One of those people he coached, former Laurentian men's coach Sean Swords as well, and we all know the impact that Sean Swords has had on the community too. So a really sad day for the Sudbury and Northern Ontario basketball community. Campbell was inducted into the Voyageur Hall of Fame in 2010, and I think is going to go down as probably one of the most influential people in Sudbury basketball, probably one of the most influential people ever in Laurentian basketball as well. So wanted to give a little bit of a shout out there, and to Tristan Ritchie, Performer of the Week here, to somebody who made things like the Sudbury 5 possible really in our community too.
Well said, Robbie. Well said.
That is,
Tom?
yeah, it's tough to follow up there. That's a good one, Robbie B. I'm going with, obviously everyone understands, or everyone knows the Greater Sudbury Cubs are in the finals with the Timmins Rock. I had the opportunity actually to go to Thursday night's game 1 of the finals. And I wanted to give one player a shout out. Jim, me and you actually coached him back in the day. I'm going with Graham Booth as my performer. This guy, Sudbury Wolves draft pick a couple years ago, he played Espanola last year, obviously decided kind of to go the school route and just just say hockey's not for me anymore. Went to school at Laurentian for the first, 4 or 5 months from September to January, and from my understanding, the Cubs gave him a call to say, hey, come back and play. I know you still got some jam and some heart. Jim, we saw him at Spad Tourney, and we didn't think, basically we thought he was done. And I'm going with this as my performer because what I saw Thursday night of this guy basically making, like what I like to say, a comeback, he was one of the best players on the ice. He's still got that heart, he's still got that drive, and hopefully he finds that passion again. And obviously I respect that he maybe realized, school is going to be next for him, and he wanted to start a little bit earlier. And from what I know, he's still doing school and playing hockey for the Cubs now, and has a really good chance because they're up 2-0 to get a ring. So pretty cool opportunity, and who knows, man? Maybe he'll open up some eyes with the Wolves next year too. Like you never know.
Well said, Tom. Pretty crazy. He was playing Spad Tourney.
Yeah, he stopped playing hockey for what? I guess like 5-6 months.
He was playing Spad Tourney, and then he signed that weekend.
Correct. I guess another performer could be the Cubs.
Line.
Could be the Cubs organization to find this guy and
find. Oh yeah, convincing him to
not
play.
Not find him because he's a local kid, but it's.
Well, convincing him to
back,
play,
right?
yeah, for sure. And he's on the first line,
Him, Briar Long, Jim, another guy that we
Shout out
coached
Spad
against,
Hockey Attorney.
and Mason Walker. That's a pretty deadly first line right there, with Nolan Newton being hurt. I'm like, what a luxury they have at that team.
Yeah, they're
So,
rolling. They're rolling
yeah.
right now.
Yeah. Your turn there, buddy.
Okay. For me, boys, I'm gonna go with 2 here. JP Rains stepping in over the past couple of weeks here. You can always count on JP. Can always count on him. He's always there for us, always listens to our shows, and whenever we need him to step in, he does, or step up, he does. So a big thank you to JP. He brings some great insights, some great facts. He's dialed in, wants to know the topics ahead of time, so he's ready to go. He was dialed. So great to have JP, and a big thank you to him. One more I have for you guys on a sadder note as well. Staying in Laurentian, actually, it's kind of crazy. Both of these happened. Voyageurs lacrosse player Blair McDonald passed away unexpectedly. A young guy who's playing with the team. Saw them post that, so just so sad, and just thinking of their family and the team. And they do have a GoFundMe going right now as well for Blair and his family to help them get through this tough time with funeral costs. So just wanted to mention that as well. Rest in peace, Blair, and thoughts go out to family, friends, everyone affected. Seemed like a great guy from reading about him. So that's never easy, and just wish all the best to everybody. Okay, we'll keep it moving here, boys, to our Querney's bulletin board. Boys, did we ever stink up the joint with our OHL picks? Awful showing from a lot of us.
Yeah.
Tommy,
Yeah.
Tommy, you went 2. Oh no, you went. Yeah, I know.
Oh,
You
I
went
was
2 for 4.
Yeah.
2 for 4.
Yeah.
2 for 4. So not terrible. I went 2 for 4. I went 2 for 4 as well. Robbie B, 2 for 4. Mason GBT, 4 for 4. 4 for 4 on teams, but not games. So he'll get some points.
Asterisk.
There, some asterisks, but I mean, let's start off with Brantford and North Bay. We can get that one out of the way pretty quickly.
Yeah, that was
all the people in the comments, all the people that don't count out the battalion, don't be this and that. Brantford is on a song.
Yeah, they're
Brantford is on a
Jim,
different
they started going on the comments with us like before the series even happened, right?
And
obviously,
I'll say this.
Oh yeah.
I'll say this too. Oh yeah, they were hammering us. I did think North Bay was going to put up a good fight. I thought North Bay would win 1 or 2 in Mem Gardens to push this a little longer. But
yes,
they got swept. You know what? Kind of in the same fashion as the Wolves. Not as quite. The Wolves actually had closer games. No homer take here. That's just the facts, folks. Brantford won 8-1, 4-1. Deciding Game 3, North Bay gives up I believe it was a 2-0 lead to lose in double overtime. Danford with the game-winning goal. And then Game 4, Brantford was too much and wins 5-3. So I think a pivotal Game 3 there, kind of similar to the Wolves series. However, Wolves did not get shellacked once in the series. Maybe Game 1, I guess Game 1 you could argue. But other than that, I thought the Wolves kept it pretty tight. But
yeah,
that's just a homer take maybe. But yeah, I'm shocked North Bay did not put up a bigger fight. Tom?
Yeah, like I just didn't think they had enough, Jim. Like honestly, here's my crazy take. You ready for this one? Just on the top of my head. You combine Sudbury and North Bay, that the first 2 teams that Brantford plays, I still think Brantford wins.
Probably, I agree. Probably, yeah, I would agree. I agree.
Like to be in the comments and say like they have a chance. It's basically the same thing as saying the Wolves did. Like, I know some of us picked them, but like, I know we all knew that they were in one that series.
And-
North Bay
yeah.
had their run, Jim, 2 years ago when they swept the Wolves. Like,
I
They
just
had-
want to shout out
they-
North Bay
they-
though, because even
Yeah,
with
they're
a
diehard
team that's
fans.
not built for a run, they find a way to go a couple rounds every year.
correct.
What a program!
Their advantage is getting to the dance with that home ice, right? I'm kind of shocked they didn't get at least one because it's so hard to play there. That just worries me for the rest of the league about how good Brantford really is. Like, they go in
And-
there and it's all business and they haven't lost a game. Like, you want to talk
Brantford
about rest here?
too.
Like,
Yeah, Brantford too. Their rink is
It's
one of the
also
hardest
difficult.
rinks to play in. I think.
But
I think it's got to
that-
be one of the top 5 hardest rinks to play in on the road.
I know we're going to get into
Their
the other
home
ones.
record this year. Their home record this year was insane.
I know. The Final Four, though, Jim, like, going to be electric.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Like, I'm
now
thinking
this is
it's-
where it really starts. This is where it
I
really
think
starts.
it's going to be, I'm not doing the joke, it's going to be 6 and 7 games for both series. Like,
I hope so. None
I-
of these series
I
have
really-
extended past
buddy,
5 games.
have
So-
you, like, I can't say his name, I'm a French major. Cole Boydouin, whatever, dude, he is
Boydouin.
on, like, another level, man. He's got, like, 22 or 23 points in the playoffs so far. And they've played, like, 11 games. Like, he is a different breed. And then, obviously, you have Aitchison and Jim. We kind of talked off here, like, you're going to have Malhotra and the top-end guys there going with, a first-rounder in Aitchison and their big defense with Eliason and Pashmore. Like,
They're going to
the
war.
storyline is going to be great for that series, in my opinion. I mean, home ice, huge factor. Obviously, it always is. But they both got really good power plays and special teams. So it's we'll see, I guess. Obviously, my pick is still Brantford, but
Barry, we'll break down the series in just a second. We'll break down the series in just a second. Let's go to Barry in Ottawa because we're talking about Barry now.
Yeah.
I got to say, I think an apology to Colts fans. I totally underestimated this Barry Colts team.
I
They
think we all
are
did, though.
the real deal. And I do have to give a little shout to my dad. He has Barry coming out of the East. He told me that at the start of the series. Sorry, start of the playoffs. And I said, no chance. I think they're going to fold at some point. But no, Barry is right in it, man. They are right in it. Robbie B, your Ottawa 67s, I guess we could say. We're all in on them. Your thoughts?
I really thought they were gonna give more of a push, and I mean, hey, it was a close series. Like every game, I think was within a goal or two. Except, I guess actually that's a lie. They had a couple of games that were 2-goal or more spreads, including the last one. But I don't know. I just thought there was gonna be more of a push from the team. But I think you guys broke it down really well. Like the Barry D is kind of hard to get through. They're intimidating. I think the full team as well. They just play like a really mean style of hockey, which is what you need in the playoffs right now. The only way you can get past it is if like you're incredibly skilled and physical, and I don't think Ottawa was both of those things. Like I think the only match maybe that Barry's got left potentially would be Brantford, but these guys, like, I don't know if you would agree. If they get through Brantford, then it's maybe theirs to lose. But yeah, I was really shocked. I really thought that series was going to go 6 or 7 games, and be like a really, really tight 6 or 7 games. But yeah, Barry took it to him.
Jim, I think you know what the X factor is. The more I'm like reading into like Barry in general, and I know we talked about this a few pods ago. And I'm not saying that they got out coached, but because they beat Dave Cameron, but this guy, this young coach,
It's a
in
culture.
Barry
It's a culture.
and that's what it is in junior
agree.
hockey. Like if you have everybody on that rocket ship or on the boat, and everyone has
Yeah.
a role, and they all know what they're doing, you're basically
I think,
unstoppable,
too,
man.
I think one of the biggest tasks as a coach, especially when you have a really good team in the OHL, is how do you keep the guys who have somewhere else to play when this season is done, like
Correct.
an AHL or an NHL team, more so AHL. How do you get these guys to be motivated to stay for a big run here when they know they can go play pro right after, right? I go back the main example, and I feel bad always talking about Homer losing here, but Homer's team in Windsor was full of studs that knew they had a place to play after, and they just couldn't rein him in, right? To buy into a major run here. And they all knew they were going on to greener pastures after that. So I think that's one of the biggest tasks. And I think, obviously, Barry's done it. All these top 4 teams have done it, really. But Brantford, to have that much firepower with all those draft picks, all those guys could have somewhere to play after this to keep them wanting to go for a run here. Like, you have to tip your cap to all 4 coaches here. But like you mentioned, Barry is playing some type of way right now. Cole Baudouin has 23 points in 10 games, 7 goals and 16 assists. Only one goal coming on the power play too. So
dog.
He's been a dog. This Emil Hemming as well, 17 points in 10 games. Yeah. So really good, like overall. And I mean, I'm looking at the leaderboard here. You don't see a lot of Brantford guys because they've only played 8 games, but Jake O'Brien's got 15 points in 8 games. So relatively speaking here, I mean, this is a heavyweight battle. I think, man, I've been saying I think it's the West. I think I'm going to change my mind once again here. This is how hard this
I don't know, man. Kitchener's real deal, and I'm catching a lot of flack from with Windsor boys too. So
yeah,
man, it's a toss up.
I'm thinking whoever comes out of the East wins. I'm gonna go with that. I think whoever comes out of the East wins. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it unless I don't know. But back to Ottawa, I thought Ottawa was gonna put up a lot more of a fight. I totally agree with you guys, and I'm just shocked. None of these series have gone past 5 games. Is that just where the league is now, where teams are that much better?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It's a
Ottawa
huge separation piece.
But Ottawa's not. I think. And Ottawa wasn't in the spot to make a major run. This isn't their major run year, right? They just got Brock Chitteroni last year, right? So I think if you're in Ottawa, you're looking at this as like, wow, what a great year. Honestly, could you have wanted to push a few more games? Yeah. But I think you're happy with it if I'm Ottawa, and maybe looking back, and I think we were kind of mistaken maybe making that Ottawa pick. I don't know. Do I just dislike Barry that much? I don't know. Maybe it's a homer pick. Who knows?
But at the same time, the 4 teams left sold the farm. Right? Like, they all did some buying at the deadline. So
can we talk about a team going all in? The Sioux Greyhounds, guys. Are you guys surprised that the Sioux Greyhounds were only able to get 1 game off Kitchener? Or is Kitchener that good? Am I missing something?
No, Kitchener's that good.
You have the best goalie in the league, or am I wrong?
Best center,
Carter George not the best?
And the best center in the league. Like,
you have 2 of the top defensemen in the league, Chase Reed and Fisher?
Positionally, like, that's what I mean. Like, I was confused because they outweigh, like, Kitchener's best guys. But, man, Kitchener's got 12 NHL draft picks. I always kind of go back on, like, if you can get drafted players coming back to play in the O, like, obviously, the more you have, the better. And I think it just came down to depth. Jim, like, really, it really did. And maybe home ice. Like, you win that first game of the series, it's basically, like, what, 60, 70% chance of you winning? And
yeah.
They've taken care of business, right?
And maybe maybe you are right about depth, Tom. They have nobody that's really inside the league lead in points over this playoffs. You got 4 guys in double-digit points, though, where most teams have maybe 1 or 2, right? So, like, you got Sam O'Reilly, Dylan Edwards, Christian Humphreys, and Jack Pridham, all with double-digit points.
Yeah, you got Woolley too. That's
I'm missing
pretty solid.
Something.
Yeah, they just got more depth, dude. They don't have like, okay, Sam O'Reilly's a first rounder in NHL, but I don't think they have like an out and out guy that's going to play 30 minutes, like an Aitchison, or they just have a lot of really good players, like a lot of them.
And Christian Kirsch, who started all 9 games for Kitchener, he's got an 8.96 save percentage, 2.31. That's pretty good in the OHL, if you ask me. If you're only giving up 2 goals on average in the OHL, that's a good goal. That's a good goaltender, because the OHL it's tough to keep the puck out of the net. Over is usually always smashed in this league. So I don't know, man. It's tough. Maybe I was missing something. I was maybe drinking the Kool-Aid too much on Carter George, thinking he could steal a series by himself. Maybe I was wrong there. Kudos to Kitchener.
Yeah.
I mean, you go win on the road as well. That's a statement. That's a statement piece right there as well. So that series only goes 5. Windsor and Flint did not surprise me in the slightest. Maybe that Flint didn't get 1. But I thought Flint was how many goals they scored the whole time. Exactly.
But how many goals they scored in the first round, Chim? I thought maybe they would get at least 1 or 2. For me to pick them in the series looks really bad. But
I made the comparison. I made the comparison last week to Flint. Kind of reminded me of the Wolves a couple years ago. Is that fair? A lot of firepower, but that playoff, the guys to drag you through the fight in the playoffs, I don't know if they had them.
Yeah, that's good. Like actual physicality type of players that want to play both ways, right? Or playoff kind of style hockey. Because Chim, I don't know if were you there actually when Flint was in town when they played the Wolves, that I just saw a lot of high end skill and no kind of real grit, right? And you need those type of players come playoff time, regardless of what league it is. So,
and the games were really all tight, like Windsor 4-2, 5-6, 2-1, and 5-3. I'm assuming a couple of those games were with empty netters. But I don't know. Again, is this a thing where is Windsor that good? Or was Flint, I don't know. I did think Flint was a little fugazi the entire time, though.
I just thought they were going to get a game for scoring, 30 goals in the first round, but...
Boys, how about Joey Costanzo from Windsor? .9197 save percentage. He started all 8 games for Windsor. 2.0 on the nose goals against average.
That's going to be...
one shotty, too.
One hell of a series, man.
So let's break it down. Let's start in the West. We have Windsor. We have Kitchener. This is a heavyweight battle. We know it. Both 1 and 2 seeds on both sides made it this way to the conference finals. We got Kitch. We got Windsor. Kitchener with the home ice advantage in the odd. Who do we have? Let's make the picks live here on the pod.
For me to go first, just because I'll take it. For as close of a series this is going to be, I'm trying to figure out in my brain right now, what could be the difference maker, and I only keep going back to home ice. Last change, coaching, you'll get your guys out against Windsor's best. I'm going with Kitchener. Would it surprise me if Windsor won? No, but I got to go with who has home ice because I expect this to go very long.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
Roberto?
I'm going Windsor. I'm going Windsor in 6. I think, Chim, you talked about it. Difference maker in net. I also think they've got a couple of guys on their team who've relatively underperformed, and that's the 2 guys from the Wolfers in Villeneuve and Ferrand. And the going's going to get tough. This is going to be a tight series. I could see it. If it goes in 6, also I'd be shocked. It's probably a 7-game series. On paper, these 2 teams are neck and neck power play percentage, PK percentage, number of goals they scored this year, number of goals they allowed. Guys, goals scored, they're within 3, goals allowed within 6, power play within 2%, PK within 1%. These teams are identical on paper. I know you guys talked about the top end skill, but I think Windsor has it too with Green Tree as well. Like I'm saying Windsor in 6.
Okay.
Like that, but hey.
Man, it's so hard. A stat I don't like is 2 of their defensemen are top 3 in scoring on this team. 10 points in 8 games.
Is that Kitchener?
Fellas. No, this is Windsor.
Fibiger.
And Anthony Cristoforo and Jakob Fibiger. Okay? So
Fibiger's a Seattle draft pick, I believe, too.
Yeah. Nathan Villeneuve, boys, he's played all 8 games. He's only got 2 points. I'm interested.
I think he's got a matchup
playing with
kind
something.
of. No, I think he's got like
he's shut down.
I think he's like a shutdown. They got a lot of guys that can score. Like obviously he did a lot for the Wolves.
It's going to be a war. It's going to be a war.
I think he's accepted to be like, the second, third line matchup kind of guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. I don't like seeing that stat, but my gut, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Windsor. I'm gonna join Robbie B. Probably against my better judgment. I'm gonna go Windsor in 7 in the odd, and that's where I'm gonna leave it with that. I don't think Kitchener has faced a team, like you said, that with guys that could play a shutdown role. Well, you know what? I'm talking myself out of it, but I'm gonna stick with Windsor because Sue had some studs. But I'm gonna stick with Windsor. Okay, let's go over to the east side. Brantford and Barrie, like we said, this is a tale of 2 teams. Both power plays clicking at over 40%. Pretty evenly matched. I think this goes the distance as well. And I'm going to stick, and I'm going to stay consistent. I'm going to go with Brantford. I'm going to go with Brantford in 7 at home. Both going into 7.
You guys want to, like...
You're going to go Barrie, Tom?
No. I just think this might be one of the best teams we're going to see in the last... I'm going to give it the last 2 decades, paper-wise. This might be another 4 or 5 games. I'm going Brantford, like, early. Jim, they're just rolling, man. And rest, like, I know Barrie didn't have any really long series. Like, I've seen Barrie a lot. I know they have their top-end guys. I just don't know if they can compete with the depth. Man, Brantford comes at you with 4 lines, man. Like, even the guys aren't playing are better than half the people in the league. Like, they're just that good at every position. Depth-wise. And I think firepower versus firepower, I'd give the nudge to probably Barrie with the top end, like Aitchison and Boydouin. But it's like, I still think Brantford gets it done early.
Yeah, I agree.
Jim,
Robbie?
know what this Brantford team reminds me of? The 2018-19 67s, I think it was, where they swept the first 3 rounds and just like didn't deal with a whole lot of adversity through it and then crumbled in the final. I don't know if this Brantford team is going to crumble, and I do think they faced a little bit more adversity than the 67s this year, but I'm taking Brantford in 4. I think they just like sweep it through.
Wow.
Yep.
In 4, Robbie.
4. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we talked about it this weekend. We picked 4 and 5 games each. So Chip, I don't know, man. I just got it's a weird hunch right now. Like
Yeah, I mean, you go with it.
Like I know Sudbury was the 8th seed, but the games I saw, like it was a clinic, man. And then fast forward, boom, another clinic against North Bay. Like they're just so good that I just don't know if Barrie can do it. Prove me wrong, I guess. But
No, I think Barry's gonna put up a good fight. Like, I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Barry ends up winning. Like, it wouldn't be a shock to me at any point.
Okay.
Nah, I'm not gonna be surprised. I'm not gonna be shocked like I did with this Ottawa performance. I am still gonna take Brantford because I think this team will pull through. But put it this way, I would not be surprised if Barry makes it through. Crazy time. The OHL playoffs. This is where it really starts now, I think. This is the conference finals. Maybe that's the new age OHL where I don't think we're going to see a ton of upsets anymore. But now it is where, the 4 teams that basically went all in are here to go. So let's see how it all plays out, fellas. Okay. We are now going to chat about... Or shall we go into our 4-pack, boys? What do you think?
Let's do the 4-pack.
Do it up.
All right. Let's go to a 4-pack. We're going to go to our 4-pack.
We're not talking sits of badminton?
Oh, here we go. Mason Savage, ladies and gentlemen, has joined the podcast. Mason, how are you?
Hey, Mace. Way to answer your phone once in a while, buddy.
I'm getting caught up right now, Tom. You're next. Don't worry. But, Jim, I really thought I saw you on Thursday. Llewellyn brought home another city championship banner. I don't know if you're keeping track. That's 4.
Where's your face?
My computer said I needed to restart to use the camera. Needed an update, but the update says 12 minutes. So I just, for the essence of time, I sacrificed.
Wow.
For you, Jim.
So this
Availability.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Your mic
Playing
is
hurt.
all over the map too. Yeah, your mic is hurt.
My mic's hurt?
too.
I got to
yeah,
get
it's
you my
hurting
other Yeti.
hard. It's hurting hard. I don't know what's going on over there. Mason
All right, well,
Savage.
quick Coles notes. Llewellyn Park, city champs, badminton. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Mace. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. We are going to go into our 4-pack now. JP came up with the emojis 4-pack, which I loved. It was great. We still got to post that one, but we will talk about it. So this 4-pack, we are designing our ideal athlete. Now, yet we have to use pro athletes in the following 4 attributes: IQ, speed, physicality, and leadership. Now, fellas, are we going to be picking each attribute at the same time, or are we going all over the map?
I think we should go all over the map.
Robbie?
No. You know what? Let's all do...
One attribute at a time because we're going to get so disorganized.
Yeah.
Great point.
Okay, so let's do IQ first.
Okay, we will start with IQ. I'm going to... Mason Savage, are you joining this 4-pack or not?
I'm here for the 4-pack.
Okay, he's here for the part. Okay. Robbie B, you had, and we gave you kudos, you had a phenomenal showing at the Masters draft, not even knowing who you're picking, and you did well. I mean, Cam Young, Robbie B, you are unreal because you put quite the sales pitch for Cam Young, and I know very well you don't know much about Cam Young. But he played well. He's been playing well. He's won recently. I'm like, where's Robbie B pulling this info? Because I know he has not watched Cam Young win whatever tournament it was. The Valero Texas Open.
Hey, it's do your research, man. Do your research before you're on the pod. So I've had a couple of good 4-pack drafts in a row, I feel like, but hopefully it's 3 in a row. Okay, so order. Am I sending the order, Jim? Sorry, or you're?
Yes, you are for your showing. Yes, your master showing. Yeah.
IQ and let me put Tom at 1.
Yes. Yes.
I want to go 2. Chim, I'm gonna give you 4 at the end. Mace, you go 3 because of the tardiness.
A couple questions. Sorry for being late. Current athletes?
No.
All time.
Okay. And it's IQ, speed,
physicality,
and leadership.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're starting with IQ. We all draft the same attribute.
Okay, so I'm going, obviously, Roberto, thank you for giving me 1. you guys all know I'm a huge NBA guy. And if you didn't have the opportunity, you should start watching him before he's, just doesn't like the sport anymore, because that could very well happen. I'm going with Nikola Jokic because
That's
he is
crazy.
a big man playing point guard out there for IQ. How is that crazy, Robbie B?
I gave you the number one
just-
pick for nothing.
I just think, yeah.
His IQ of basketball is
No,
off
I
the
hear you.
charts.
I hear you.
He
I hear you.
averages a triple-double, guy. Like, what, Roberto, tell me how
Triple-double.
he doesn't have a good IQ.
I don't
triple
even.
double.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but I still think in the sport of basketball, there's probably 5 people you could have picked all time before Nikola Jokic.
No,
let alone
no,
in
for
the
IQ,
sport.
no.
You're trying to tell me that Jokic is the best player IQ of
IQ-wise?
all time in the sport of basketball,
I would go to bat for that.
better than Jordan.
IQ-wise, yes.
That's incredible.
Jordan
Okay,
wasn't
move
known
on.
for his IQ. He was known for just like scoring and being a dog. Like,
known for being the best basketball player to ever.
yeah, but he's not. He doesn't have the best IQ. Like,
Okay,
All right.
okay. Well, I think we're gonna agree to disagree here, and I'm gonna go to Roberto.
okay,
I'm going. I think I would have taken him one if I had it too. I'm going Tom Brady, like
Student
Not-
of the game.
student of the game. Physically, like the best is the Tom Brady draft clip of like how just like it wasn't out of shape, but just like
see,
wasn't
I
a
would have
physical
chose his ass
specimen.
in the physicality segment.
yeah.
Well,
like,
you would lose the
IQ
draft then.
Why? For what he's
He
done.
can't move.
I know, but for what he's done in that body shape is the most impressive. Like,
No,
I think you're boosting.
Tom,
my
you're
pick,
missing.
Tom.
You're missing the point. You're missing a
okay,
point here, Tom.
Nikola Jokic.
You're only making Roberto's pick better. Continue.
Yeah. The game management, Chim, like we talk about IQ, game management, championship pedigree. Like
The
how many
guy-
teams did he carry? Like
The guy knew exactly what a defense was doing by like a guy grabbing his shirt or a little tick that a guy would do. He knew exactly what play they were running. So yeah, no, that's a great pick. It's a really good pick, Roberto. Mason.
I'm fourth.
No, you're third.
no, you're third.
I will take Sidney
Yeah.
Crosby. Thank you. Done. Next.
So, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, you can.
If a player's gone, he's gone, or they are gone for good?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if you could use them. Nah, yeah. I would say you can't use them in other categories.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yep.
I just sent everyone a Nikola Jokic IQ clip. Please, everyone, watch it. Thanks.
Okay, well, IQ. I'm gonna take Wayne Gretzky, and I think I'm pretty happy with that.
Yep. Agreed.
Very good pick.
Good pick.
I don't think there's much arguing there. And for speed, this is where I
CPI 's
like the
pretty
back
good.
to back.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
what are you
go
doing for
Usain
speed?
Bolt.
Yeah, very well
Wow.
done.
What?
Layup.
Layup.
What do you mean, mate? Fastest man on earth.
This is smart. Yeah.
Jim, you got to get some clips of just his voice.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good.
So
gonna be a great
speed,
guy.
Speed.
fastest in any other sport. Let me
Lightning McQueen.
take. See, I already have hockey. Like, what athlete am I building? Is he playing pickleball?
Just overall athlete.
Yeah. Like, you watch a sport, Mason, you're like, this guy is fast. You know?
I do think I maybe
I'll take Michael
stipulation is-
Phelps.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say if you take what like you can't take the sport. Like if you have a hockey player, you cannot take another hockey player.
Okay,
fair?
I like that.
I don't
Whoa.
I
That
don't
makes
like
sense.
that.
That makes
All
sense.
right. Let's do it.
Because
I'm
then
good
you're
with
just
that.
building a hockey player.
Yeah, I got it.
You know.
I got
I
it.
don't know if that threw a wrench into your plans, Robbie B, but yeah, I'll send
Yeah,
it
it
off.
did. It did, man.
Shouldn't.
All right. Okay,
I
who'd
think you
go
got a
with?
layup here. Anyway,
In-
sorry, continue.
Mace went with Phelps.
Yeah,
Yes.
Final answer.
great. It's a great pick.
I'm
Great
going
pick.
McDavid then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Layup.
Yeah, there it
layup.
is. There it
Yeah.
is. There's the
Nikola
layup right
Jokic
there.
layup.
Yeah.
Everyone watch that
Okay.
clip yet? You guys watch it post
Who's
pod. It's great.
Who's Tom taking? Who's Tom?
You guys
taking
ready
now?
for this? Chem, I'm gonna watch him in a couple weeks at the World Cup. Not a couple weeks, I guess. Give me soccer. Give me Kylian Mbappe.
Wow. It's good.
He's fast.
It's a great pick, Tom.
He's
It's good.
fast. And
Okay.
to give me the back-to-back jacks, we love this guy in NFL fantasy. Chim, he was your running back this year. He is built like a refrigerator, Costco size, buy in bulk. Give me Derrick Henry.
It's a good
Okay.
pick, Tom.
It's a really good pick.
Okay.
Derrick Henry for physicality. It's great. Roberto.
Physicality, I'm going LeBron James, I feel. Like career longevity, somebody who's just so strong, so explosive. LeBron.
Wow, it's a good pick. It's a really good pick.
But
It's a great pick.
I feel like
it's good.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah,
It's
good.
I did like
I think
that.
physicality is a broad category for us, a broad attribute, where I think you and Tommy just went one of two ways. Now I'm trying to figure out where I want to go. Mason, sorry, you go.
Chim, Tom, this might outdate you guys pre your fantasy football drafts, but once upon a time, there's this guy named Beast Mode, Marshawn Lynch, running back, famously for the Seattle Seahawks. Should have gotten the ball against your guy, Tom Brady, Roberto.
Oh yeah, no, we know.
So Marshawn Lynch, most physical running back, I think, of all time, at least in the 12 years I've watched fantasy football.
Easily. Oh, it's good. I'm gonna go completely off the map for you guys. You want me to go off the map here? I'm gonna go with the guy, one of the only people to go and have a successful career in both the UFC and the WWE. I'm going and just retired from the WWE. I'm going with Brock Lesnar.
Oh, great pick.
How about that? How about that for some physicality? You ever see the size of that guy? Tossing people out the club.
He also played football.
And he played football as well.
Pretty sure he went to training
Tom?
camp in Mini.
Tom, thoughts? Tom, Thoughts?
Like it's like to me that's like
A Nikola Jokic pick?
no, I wouldn't. No, mine was great. Wait till you guys watch
Your
that
pick
clip.
stinks. Just like
that
the
was
Leafs.
bad.
The chip and the dip. I don't know about that. Not as bad as that, but
What are you
I don't
talking about?
Jim, not many
Chip
people
and
are
a
gonna
dip? What are you
like
talking about?
Mason's pick years ago. Like
Chips and dip.
Chips and
Oh, chips and dip. Yeah, horrible.
like
Horrible pick.
Top
That was
16
horrible.
out.
How can you not like Brock Lesnar?
I don't know. Like for physicality, I think there's other ways you could have went.
Then a UFC champion, heavyweight champion of the world? Thoughts? You probably didn't even know he was a UFC heavyweight champion.
Buddy, I did, but like I don't know. I think just playing this like a team sport physicality wise is more important than like fighting.
Well,
Like,
you need, you know who needs to be more physical are the Toronto Maple Leafs because they stink.
Here we go. Like you're right, buddy. Like,
You know who was physical last night? Slavkovsky. Well, he scored 3 goals.
I would rather pick that guy than Brock Lesnar.
Okay, what's next, Jim?
Okay, so for leadership is
And what
where
sports do you have picked already?
I have hockey, I have track and field, and I have UFC / WWE.
Wow.
So, see, I don't find in baseball there's a ton of leaders. So I'm gonna go to basketball. I think the ultimate leader in Tom Brady was taken in football. I'm just working this out in my head. This guy cannot get left off the board. I think one of the ultimate leader by example, drag you into the fight. People are not going to like this pick. But if you don't want to play that way, don't play that way. Michael Jordan.
Good pick. Great pick.
I don't know if that you guys got the quote there. That was a quote from The Last Dance.
I got it.
I don't know if you got it there, Tom.
That was good, Chim. I'll give you
My
that.
board, I have three goats on my board. I am ecstatic with my board. Mason?
Dun-dun-dun. We have a trade. I'll be trading Sidney Crosby down to the leadership category, and I'll be taking Tom Hanold, the Alex Hanold, the rock climber in the IQ division.
Buddy, who?
The guy that
Tom,
just
you didn't
climbed
see
the
this guy?
skyscraper. He climbed
I don't give a shit.
Yosemite, free solos, everything. Tom.
Good for this guy.
Are we gonna let him do that?
Yeah, we'll allow it, dude.
I
He's
think we
coming
allow
on
it 'cause
from
it just tanked his draft.
yeah, like
Wow. Okay,
His
Alex.
IQ of rock climbing is higher than any other person's IQ over anything in the world.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You could have taken him in multiple categories. Okay. All right. Roberto. First trade I think ever on 4-pack within your own board.
Maybe first and last.
could I do it 1-2 then? That'd be great.
Yeah, what are you
Sure
going
you-
to
I'm-
do? Jokic?
Yeah. Exactly. Sure you want that one back.
Leadership, his brothers are going to come set the
Dude,
tone.
I mean he's got a ring. I could move him to leadership. I could.
Chim, I am going with a GOAT myself. 800 plus career goals, 350 plus career assists, 2022 World Cup winner, 2 goals in the final, Copa America winner, led the tournament in both goals and assists in 2021. The definition of leading his team quietly, maybe the best example of a quiet leader who just does it, does not complain, does not do anything other than score and win. Leo Messi.
Yeah. You can't deny it. You can't deny. He's revered as a god. Like even guys on his team,
Yep.
get on their hands and knees for him. Like
Yeah.
that's
Tom's not sold on it. So Tom, let me give you this: 10 league championships, 4-time Champions League winner,
It's because he's on good
8
teams.
Golden Balls. 8 times in his career, he's won the best player at the world's largest sport.
I'm happy that you
incredible
got that
leader.
pick. That's a great pick. Like
Thank you.
the argument is almost his IQ of soccer is better than his leadership. But that's
Make a
good.
trade. Dun-dun-dun.
No trade for me. Me to end it out my leadership. I need a hockey guy. Chim, you already chose one of the greatest in Gretzky. The other soon-to-be GOAT will be McDavid if he ever wins. Matthew's already got something else before him. But I'm going with not any of those two, sorry. The most famous line, Game 6, 1994, that he was going to guarantee that they're going to win the game and then win the series. Give me Mark Messier.
Maybe
If
overly
that
pick.
is
I think
not
his nickname is the captain.
if that is not leadership, all three of you can come at me right now. He guaranteed a win before they played.
He's got an award.
Oh, it's a good pick.
Thank you.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick. I like this draft. I like that. This was a fun one.
We can easily revisit this, and we can do it without choosing any of those 16 guys.
For sure. Okay, well, let's round it out here, fellas.
Yeah,
Tommy
Brocky
went with
Lesnar.
Nikola Jokic, Kylian Mbappe Jokic for IQ, Mbappe for speed, Derrick Henry for physicality, Mark Messi for leadership. Roberto went with Tom Brady for IQ, Connor McDavid for speed, LeBron James for physicality, and Leo Messi for leadership.
Roberto
That
won.
is quite the
Roberto
combination.
won. Roberto won.
That is
Hands
quite
down.
the combination. Yeah, I
Hands
think
down.
it's good.
No,
Mason
hands
went
down.
with Alex Manold for
Hanold.
IQ.
Hanold. Yeah.
Hanold. Okay.
He's a rock climber, the greatest rock climber of all time.
I can't wait for you to listen to your mic in this and see how you're chiming in. This is like Tommy at the Rec Laws. Easily.
No, this is worse. I had a camera on for that. At least.
You went with Alex Hanold, Michael Phelps, Marshawn Lynch, and Sidney Crosby.
Thank you.
And I went
Chalk.
with Wayne Gretzky for IQ, Usain Bolt for speed, Brock Lesnar for physicality, and Michael Jordan for leadership. I think this draft, other than, I think me and Roberto are going toe to toe. I think for the championship. I think Tom, you stink, and Mason, the hand-old pick. I just don't think it's a niche pick. I don't think there's enough people that know about it. That's where I'm gonna go.
Well, I didn't even know who it was. So
Culture yourself, Tom.
no
surprise.
No surprise.
You're not
Well,
watching Leafs playoffs, watching Netflix doc.
No one watches more sports than me, so my draft, in my opinion, is the best. Anyways,
Oh, good for you, Tom. Okay, congrats.
thanks, guys.
On to we missed it. Tom, we haven't talked about it much. How does it feel? This is the first year of the podcast that your Leafs are not in the playoffs. They're horrible. They're falling apart. I want to go back to you here. We'll save it for garbage time, as always. Is there a sense of relief in the fact that you do not have to go through the stressors of the playoffs?
No. I actually love being a part of that and watching it. It feels actually like I've been spoiled for the last 10 years watching them in the playoffs, to be honest. It's just different now. You're basically finding a new team, which is obviously Minnesota, because we got a lot of ties there. But Jim, I said it to you off air, and I'll say it to you now because I love the good content, and you can clip it right now. I am Mark Messier and guaranteeing that the Leafs make the playoffs next year.
That's got to be, I think, one of the craziest takes. Roberto?
Buddy.
They
No.
just
With who?
finished
Okay, with who, though?
bottom
With who?
What do you mean with who? They have basically the same team. It was just a small glimpse. Jim, this team should have went to the conference final last year. Like they What do you mean?
Tom.
They lost Mitch?
Tom, I think you're going
No, I'm not.
delusional.
No, I'm not.
right
I'm
now.
not, Jim. Everyone can have a little bit of a setback, okay? Look at the Boston Bruins. They just did the exact same thing that the Leafs are going to do.
Tom, can I tell you something?
With
They
the
got
worst
Fraser Minton. They got
How does that,
Fraser
how does
Minton.
that have to do with
and a
anything?
first. And
Yeah.
a first.
Jim, I'm not talking about that trade. I'm not talking about that one
Okay,
individual
so
trade.
you're gonna make the playoffs with Brendan Carlo?
Yeah, like he's a good 4-3-4 defense.
He's a good.
Who's your number
5'6",
one
Tom.
defenseman right now? Who's your number one defenseman?
they're gonna trade for one,
Exactly. Exactly.
or they're gonna draft one.
You have a bunch of 3-4s. You don't have a number one.
Well, they're gonna draft Trace Reed, Chip, but they've always never had a number one, and they've always made the playoffs 9 straight years. So I don't know. I don't think that's a good enough argument.
Roberto, I don't know. I think it
Unless
is an insane take that you think the Leafs are easily going to make the playoffs next year.
I think they are.
Unless they change something significant, including coach, they are not a playoff team next year, Tom. I thoroughly.
Tom, have you looked at the roster?
Buddy, it's the same effing roster that made them the playoffs in the last 9
Roberto,
years.
sorry, continue. I cut you off. Oh, Tom,
No,
stop.
you're-
Roberto, continue.
I love watching any team on any given night. I could not stand to watch the Leafs since the Olympic break. They were painful and frustrating to watch, Tom. I don't think they have the star power to get into the playoffs. You can't lose. Dude, you lost Marner. Sure. Who'd you replace him with? Michelli, Watt, and Joshua.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing that was terrible, guys. But
So same roster, right? Same roster?
So same roster. Now on D,
we're
you
talking
could-
about no. Let me just. pump
Can
the
I
brakes.
finish my point?
Yeah, you can finish your point.
You could argue that their problems on D were worse than their problems up front, and their problems up front were incredible. They
No.
couldn't score
You're wrong.
at all this year.
Wrong. Defense was what killed them. They're the same example as what
Who
the Bruins are going to be.
Tom, who put pucks in the net?
Tom, man. Tom.
Nylander was ready to finish the
I
season.
don't know why
with
you guys think
25
this is like
goals.
no. I don't know why you guys think this is such
I
a
love
long
this.
shot. Like, why do you think it's like no?
They're
like,
horrible.
You're talking they're going to be like bottom 3 the next 5 years. Like,
No,
Very
I
well
I
could
think
be.
I think they're going to be a bubble playoff team, and if they get in, it's a first-round exit unless they change something significant.
Here's why I'm
You
so
think
confident.
next
No,
year they're
stop,
gonna
stop,
no? You
stop.
think next year they're gonna be
Yes.
better than Montreal? They're gonna be better than Buffalo. They're gonna be better than Philly. They're gonna be better than
Philly's not in their
Pitt?
division. Not in their division. Not in their division.
Doesn't matter. Wild card.
Yes,
Wild
they are.
card.
Yes. I'm watching Pittsburgh get absolutely shellacked right now. Like
Even
these
Detroit.
teams- yes. Look at Detroit hasn't made the playoffs like ever. Like, buddy, here is the reason why I'm so confident in. This AI of Keith Pelly here, Chim, okay? Whoever he effing hires ain't gonna come in and say we're tearing it down. They're gonna do whatever they can do to make.
I
the
think that
playoffs.
could be even more detrimental. I think that could
Correct.
be even more
Down the
detrimental.
line, yes. But if we're talking about solely for next year, they're going to do whatever it takes to make the playoffs again and give them one kick at the can again or whatever. They'll trade Cowan. They'll trade their no picks that like they'll go first.
You guys are gonna
rounders in
turn
20
into the Clippers.
Correct. And they'll
That's
pay
literally what you're
Tuck.
gonna turn into.
They're going to pay Radish. They're going to pay whoever top free agents that they're not that good just to make a run. I'm telling you, Jim, it's the most Leafs thing. It's going to
I
happen.
think they are in.
Do I
It's not
agree with
good.
it? But if we're solely talking about next year, they're going to do whatever it takes to make the playoffs again.
So you think they're gonna make the playoffs?
Yes, dude.
Okay. I couldn't disagree more. But-
Going into next year, there's
You tell me you don't think Matthews has lost a step since Marner's left?
Jim. We all know he has, but like he's also scored 69 goals one year. Like, can he not just do another?
I don't
50?
care about that stat anymore.
Okay, buddy. I honestly, they
What
They
have
had
you
a-
done for me lately, Brian?
they had
Hayes?
a bad second
What have
half.
you done for me lately?
Jim, I am that confident that they'll be back. Like I'm not even just like being a homer here.
Okay, you want to have a bet on Matthews scoring 50 next year?
50?
Yeah. Or 40.
Okay. 40? Done.
For a guy
Robbie
who
B, should I
scored
make that
7
bet at 40?
40.
I would do it at 50. I'm wearing a Leafs hat right now.
Let's go
want the Leafs to do
45.
well.
Let's meet in the middle. Let's go 45.
45. Done.
45.
Done.
Done.
80 points?
85.
No, let's do 45 goals. I don't know about the points. Let's do
45 goals. Okay. I love this bet. We're going to make it about 45 goals. Okay, good.
But do you not see my side of it that it's like I know they are ASS. But they're going to do whatever it takes not to tear this down. That's why I'm that confident they're going to make
I
the
know.
playoffs.
I just don't know how you do it. You need like 6 pieces.
Tom, we
Correct.
talked,
But
like
Jim, I honestly think they're 2 or 3 away from like making the playoffs. They were almost
Maybe
basically there
making
this
it.
year.
Yeah, maybe.
but
like-
who do you go get? Like Radish, I think he's showed this year. He's
Guys,
a
you
great
don't
defenseman.
understand. They had the decor that made the playoffs. That was 1 game away from the conference final. Was the exact same decor this year. You're telling me everyone's got bad days or bad years. They're going to have the same decor next year. And it's not good enough. They almost beat the defending champs. They should have beat the defending champs. The Boston Bruins have the same
I think the
decor.
East is very. I think the East is very crowded to get into the playoffs here.
You're talking
I don't
about your
know.
wazoo now. You're telling me they're
Columbus.
not
I
going to
think
be...
Columbus. Columbus.
Now,
is a better shot.
my God, dude, give it a rest. You're telling me that they're not going to be better than what, like
Columbus, Detroit, Philly.
I love the story of Philadelphia. I love that. Do you think like the Leafs are going to be better than them, and they're going to be better than Pittsburgh? I think next year because Robbie, I'm sorry, they're all old, and like this was their last kind of honeymoon hoorah.
You're saying that 2 games.
You think
not
Leafs are
even-
going to be better than Ottawa?
Buddy,
Not a chance. Not Tom. They need to make a big splash, huge splash.
were you guys saying this huge splash when they like lost in Game 7 to Florida?
Buddy,
No, but
are you
after this-
delusional? Are you
What do you mean? How-
delusional?
It's the exact same team, Jim. So how can they not go?
Stop saying it's the exact same team because it's not.
It is.
Mitch Marner, man. What are you talking about?
Oh, one player's a team now? Okay, sick. 95% of that Leafs team was back.
How can you not say him leaving? How can you not say him leaving has been one of the major points to you guys stinking this year?
Did I not? Like, he is a big
You keep
point.
saying it's the same team. It's not the same team.
Minus one player. I don't consider one person a whole team.
I think a guy that puts up 100 points a year and contributes.
But you hated Mitch.
I did not like.
So here,
Mitch,
I'll go back to you on this. The Leafs keep Mitch. They make the playoffs this year. They lose in the first or second round. You're on this pod right now saying Mitch is soft. He's terrible. Should have traded him for a D. Should have traded him for 3 forwards. They tried that. It clearly didn't work. So
I think if you look back, I think you would take Marner. I think you would stick with Marner that whole team.
Now you're delusional because you hated him in the playoffs. Hated him. And not to mention you picked his ASS in your hockey pool. So how two-faced is that? And you got you a point last night.
Yeah. I think if I sat you down and it wasn't me asking you the question, saying, would you? Yeah, exactly.
No,
you would rather.
He's a huge
Mitch
loss.
right
Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't want that guy on your team?
I'm just yeah.
They just went the other way and it didn't work. We could be sitting here and they could be up 2-0 in a series saying Nicky Waugh, Michelli, and that really worked out. It just didn't. But I'm actually that confident because of the new ownership and the new GM that's coming in. They ain't tearing the shit down. So they're going to do whatever it takes to make the playoffs. And I know that's going to F them for the future, but they're going to make the playoffs, dude.
Okay. Well, I think
Buddy, they were like
Roberto?
7. If they were in the West, they'd be fighting for a wild card. That's so bad. Like
they're not in the West though. Roberto?
that could be the East next year, though. That very well could be.
Jim, I think we wrap it up on this point. I think we can all agree leadership wins championships. I don't think the Leafs have the leadership off the ice.
Guys, we're not talking about championships. We're talking about them making it in the first round.
How sad is that?
For the solely of the conversation,
expectations.
the solely of the conversation is them making the playoffs, not them winning the cup here. If I was telling you next year they're winning the cup, I don't know anything about hockey. Hello?
I guess jury's still out on that point.
We
Roberto?
put this out on I was just gonna say, can we put this out on a poll? My view, they get it. There's a little bit of cleaning house that needs to happen. They need some sort of a president type figure on the hockey side because Keith Pelly leading the ship in the last year is not going so hot.
How are they charging kids to
Oh
the
my
ice and
God!
skate?
Blah 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 blah. They're gonna do whatever it takes to make the playoffs, guys. I am telling you.
Also, I guess charging a kid $1,000 to skate on the ice.
I'm not
with a flag,
disagreeing. That is terrible. But
is that whatever it takes to win, or is that whatever it takes to make money?
both.
Whatever
Bang,
it
mic drop.
takes.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for
How
week
is that a mic
200
drop?
and-
Everyone's in the
that's gonna
business
do
to
it.
make money. Everybody's doing it. What are we talking about? It's
Tell
a
me one
business.
team. Tell me one other team that's charging people to skate on the ice.
I guarantee that came out, and a lot of other people, or all the other teams, not all, some other teams probably just waved the flag and said we're not charging anymore. I guarantee other teams are doing it. Why just one of the 32 were doing it?
I can't wait for the Leafs to announce that they hired ChatGPT as their next GM and president of hockey operations. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for week 241 of Behind the Bench, a lengthy one. Hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you back for 242. The gang is back together. Happy to be here, and we'll see you next one. Love y'all.
You guys are drinking the Kool-Aid.